Hello everybody, this is Donna. Welcome to my channel, Restore Glory. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Well, I have another haul for you. And again, I'm very cautious to keep using the word epic, but I don't know what's happening in the last couple of weeks. I have been finding some really amazing epic items. And I'm just going to say two words to you guys. Brush Mccoy, like vintage brush Mccoy. I'm going to show you that on the tail end. I try to save my my amazing items on the back end. So today I went to two different thrift stores. Well, let me back up. I actually decided to go out because I need to do some laundry. I had very little detergent. So I'm like, okay, Donna, you need to go out to the store, get some things because I'm traveling for work next week and I need to wash clothes. And so I decided to go out and get some laundry detergent, and it just started pouring down raining, and it was getting dark and it started pouring down raining. So I'm like, okay, for whatever reason, my car was going in the direction of, my favorite thrift store, which is cool. You know what better day to spend a rainy Saturday late afternoon in a thrift store walking around? Well, that could be in a good and a bad thing, but I ended up going to two different stores. My favorite thrift store, which is 2nd Avenue, and also Goodwill. So between the two, I spent probably about $80 between the two. But there are a couple of items that I have in this haul that will probably take care of these two hauls, and you guys are going to be amazed by some of the items I have found. So anyway, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you can go and you just never know. What I really have dreams about? I really have dreams that one day I'm going to walk into the thrift store, and there's going to be a whole big box of Holt Howard, highly collectible Holt Howard figurines and stuff, right? Somebody just decided to give it away, and it's this whole big box, and the thrift store, didn't know what they had, and they just lotted everything up, and the whole box was, I don't know, let's just make a number up, $10, right? That's my dream. I keep dreaming that that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to walk in and find a whole box of Holt Howard collectibles, right? Or how about a whole set of Mackenzie Childs, right? So you just never know what you're going to find. Sometimes it's hot and sometimes it's cold. You just never know. But in this reselling business for me, part of it is the thrill of the hunt and finding items that I know are going to be good sellers. So I think I definitely have found some pretty cool items that are going to sell well for me in my Etsy and my Mccoy and Facebook Marketplace. So I am going to get started. I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first two items I'm going to show you are, I'm just going to mention the word Villeroy and Bach. I'll just show you the back of it. So these beautiful orange, I'm going to call them candle holders, Villeroy and Bach candle holders. I have a set of two, and they are stunningly beautiful. And I paid, $4.99 for each. I paid $4.99 each, which I didn't think was bad. I definitely think I paid up a little bit, but of course it's Villeroy and Bach. And when I haven't looked up a lot of these items. If I looked it up, I'll try to give you an idea what I saw the sold comps for. But a lot of these items I did not. But I did look these up, and they are on Cherish for the pair for about $60. So it's Villeroy and Bach is a good brand. If you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys know Villeroy and Bach, but if you see the label that's still on it, go ahead and pick it up and look it up, because generally Villeroy and Bach will do very, very, very well. All right, the next two items I'm going to show you is a pair of mugs, and let me just show you these stunningly beautiful mugs. I'm in a different place today. I'm downstairs actually in my family room because most of my stuff was just down here. So anyway, I found a set of these. They're 2225 Peacock Garden designed mugs. Recently, I found a set of, I want to say, 6 dinner plates. And the dinner plates in this pattern with 2225, they are highly collectible, and people love this peacock pattern. So I found 2 mugs today. Here's one, and here's the other one. And my sinuses are bugging me today, guys, and plus it's raining. So this particular pattern sells really, really well, 2225. And I paid $3.99 for a set of 2. So very confident that those will sell. The next item I'm going to show you, I only paid 99 cents for it, but what I'm going to do that for the Halloween season, if I sell my Halloween items, I'm going to give this away. It is a pumpkin decorating kit. It was only 99 cents. I thought it was so cute. And so I'll just add this as a bonus gift to one of my Halloween items that I sell. I just thought that was pretty cool. And for 99 cents, I can't beat that. It comes with the nose, the hands, the mouth. Isn't that so sweet, so cute? That is so cute. It's almost like I'm tempted to keep it myself. But anyway, I'll just give it away. I'll add it to one of my items that I sell. The next item I'm going to show you is a brass. This is brass, or it's brass, I think. It was $1.99, and it's this lovely church, brass church, and it's by, the tune is Amazing Grace, and I believe this is Figgy, F-I-G-I. And it's in great condition, and it's musical, so you can see that on the back. I'm going to just wind it just a little bit. And the steeple turns around. I love that. Yeah. Very good. And by the way, guys, this is Easter weekend. So for those of you who celebrate Easter, happy Easter to you. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend with family and friends. So I just wanted to put that out there. The next item I'm going to show you, I thought was absolutely stunning. And surprisingly, it's intact. I don't see any chips or any cracks or anything on these beautiful orange swans. Are they swans? Swans, yes. No, flamingos. Sorry, not swans, flamingos. Look at that. Just beautiful. And these babies are excellent. Like no chips or cracks that I could tell. And I think I paid $1.99 for that. Isn't that beautiful? Just a little small figurine. Lovely, 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 lovely. All right, the next item I'm going to show you is a night light. And I'm sure if you guys have kids or grandkids, you know how much they love Frozen. I paid $3.99 for this. And this is Olaf. My niece, I know about Frozen because my niece Quinn, she is a big Frozen, loves Frozen, everything Frozen. She can watch the video like 1,000,000 times and still love it. But anyway, this is an Olaf, what do they call this? Melted plastic, or I think it's melted plastic. But in any case, it is definitely labeled as I thought I saw a label on it. Am I tripping? No, here it is. Yes, it definitely is a Disney product from Frozen. What year is this? It's by Idea Nuova. So anyway, it's this night light, and I did try it at the store. This was $3.99. I tried it at the store, and it does work. And I'm pretty sure I'll do well with Olaf. So adorable. Adorable. All right, so that's that. The next item I'm going to show you, and it doesn't glow. I definitely paid up for it. I paid, what this was, $7.99? $7.99. I paid up for this. I don't know, but I just thought it was gorgeous. I've sold a few of these. Anyway, I'm not going to take the rubber band off, but look. Beautiful, right? Beautiful hen on nest. Is that a chicken? Hen, I don't remember. I don't get my chickens in nest and hens. But it's a hen on nest. I'm going to call it a hen on nest. It's a big one too, as you can see. But that stunningly beautiful green color. And I couldn't feel any chips or any cracks. It's a little rough on one of the edges, but it didn't, I don't know if that was just a chip, but I don't even really feel it now. But anyway, there's nothing on the beak. Yeah, there's nothing on the beak, on the tail. But isn't that beautiful? It doesn't glow. I definitely already tried it with my light. It doesn't glow. Here's the bottom. No marks on the bottom. But how could I pass it up, even at $7.99? So I'm pretty sure I'll do well with it for sure. I know that these things are collectible, so I don't think I'll have a problem. All right, so that's that. I want to be careful with those flamingos. All right, so the next item, I actually started not to pick it up. I really did, because I have enough cookie jars, right? And you guys saw my elephant cookie jar that I got recently, and that one, when you lift it up, he trumpets. Yeah, that one is now listed for about how much I have listed for? I think it's 48 or 58. I can't remember, but they sell. Those elephant cookie jars sell, and they're recently sold on eBay for about $49. So anyway, so here is a mushroom cookie jar. Here's the inside. A little dusty. Got to clean it up. I thought I saw like a little chip, but maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway, I paid $3.99 for this, and I did a Google search on this. I'm not sure who the manufacturer was, but I got to look this up again, because I think this was hovering around, depending on the size. I think I saw something in the $29 range for this particular cookie jar, or maybe it's just a canister that's part of a set. But it's in great condition. It definitely is a little dirty. I got to clean it up a little bit. But yeah, $3.99. It's so bright and cheerful. And it's, for the most part, it's in great shape. Great shape. No chips, no cracks. Again, it's a little dusty. But I thought for $3.99, I couldn't leave it behind. So that's that. All right, I'm going to switch gears on this side. Let me keep with the little ones, the little stuff. All right, so the next item, how much did I pay for this? It's Port Marion. How much did I pay for this? Was it $4.99 or $5.99? I can't remember. Anyway, you guys, you know I love Port Marion. I love Port Marion. I just love it. And I've sold a ton of it as well. But anyway, it's this little miniature Port Marion Botanic Garden. They're calling it a 1-cup. I think it's a 1-cup teapot, right? And it has this cute lid, as you can see. Just show you the bottom, the Port Marion stamp on the bottom. You guys see that? And I think when I looked this up, it was hovering up. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I want to say that these were selling for over $20. These little mini, kind of sort of miniature teacups. Everything is intact, no chips, no cracks, no crazing, but they're calling it a 1-cup teapot. I don't know how you would use it. I don't know if you would just use it as a decorative item, or would you actually use it to put hot water in and have 1 cup of tea. But if you are a Port Marion lover, this will be perfect to your collection. Perfect addition to your collection, right? Totally love Port Marion. Love, 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 love Port Marion. Can't go wrong. All right, so the next 2 items, I paid $1.99. I couldn't believe it, $1.99 a piece. And probably won't be able to get these babies out in time for Easter. But nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and get them listed. And maybe someone wants to put them in their spring or summer home decor. But I have a blue one and I have a pink one. Maybe even for a nursery or a baby shower. There's no marks on the bottom. How much did I pay? $2.99. $2.99 for each. So sorry. I paid $2.99. There's no identifying marks on the bottom that I could tell. I don't know whether or not these are from the dollar store or whatever, but I thought they were so beautiful, so cute, right? So that's the blue one. Hold on a second, let me make some rum. And here's the pink one. So aren't those cute? And again, I paid $2.99 each for these. And again, no marks. This one does have a little chip that I'm looking at. Is that a crack? No, that is a chip though. So I'm definitely going to sell them as a set. Again, probably won't be able to get them out in time for the Easter, but nonetheless, they will get listed. These things I find all the time, and I sell them like hotcakes. These were $1.99. I actually have some more upstairs, and what I try to do is save them, and then I usually, if I can get about 10 of them, and then I'll just sell them as a lot. But I know that I have some upstairs in my stash. So I found a set of 3 more, and these are still beautiful. I call them boho kind of trivets, hot pads. But people put them on the wall. But they sell really, really well for me, these straw mats. They sell really well for me. All right, the next item I'm going to show you is a pair of Flamingo salt and pepper shakers. Did he say Japan? Nope, they don't. But anyway, look at these. They say Florida. They are specific to Florida. But who wouldn't want a pair of Florida Flamingos as salt and pepper shakers? I don't remember the price. I think I took the price off. Yeah. So, but aren't these pretty? So pretty. For a set of 2. Love, love, love them. And they're so light and delicate. I don't know. I'm a little nervous with them. But anyway. They are pretty. All right. So that's that. All right. So the next item is another, Amberina colored. I'm just going to call it just a dish. I've been finding Amberina like crazy. Look at that. Beautiful. And I think I only paid $3.99 for this. Definitely pure Amberina. I don't believe that it's flashed on. But it is absolutely beautiful. And again, I think I paid only $3.99 for this baby. But I love it. It's so unique. Wow, it almost makes me want to collect Amberina, but I just don't have the space. All right, so that's that. Sorry for my head. The next item, you guys are going to go, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. All right, it's definitely a little dusty. So I know you guys know the I know you guys know the Tommy Bahama brand. And did I sell? I think I sold a Tommy Bahama ashtray or cigar tray a while ago. I think I did. But it wasn't as big as this one. So let me show you this baby. Look at this. Tommy Bahama with the, what do you call that fish? Is that a marlin? I think that's a marlin. But look at this. So retro, so almost Art Deco-y. It's 2016 Tommy Bahama brand. As you can see, it's definitely a little dusty. I'm going to have to clean it off. But listen, when I tried to look this up, the ones that look like this were all sold. So I don't know whether or not this is like highly desirable or hard to find. I'm not really sure. But the ones that I saw that were like this, oh my goodness, was it on Worth Point? I can't remember now. But all I know is that I could not find what this sold for. Similar Tommy Bahama, they call these cigar ashtrays. They definitely run probably upwards towards $50 to $60 for this size in particular. So I think I paid $7.99 for this because I knew the brand, so I knew I wasn't worried about it. And now I'm even more intrigued. I'm going to try to do a little bit more research on this because, again, this one, let's see, am I remembering that correctly? It was either on Worth Point or Cherish. I don't remember now. Yeah, that's going to drive me crazy. Yeah, so I definitely have to do a little bit more research on this one. But anyway, I thought that was cool for $7.99. The Tommy Bahama brand will absolutely do well. I am looking to sell this for at least $45 at least. So if this one is really hard to find, I'm not going to call it rare. George the Antique Nomad says, stop calling stuff rare. Which was a good lesson. It was a good lesson. You see that people just put rare and things are not really, really rare. They may be hard to find or there may not be many of them, but I don't think this is so rare that, you know, because I can't find it. I just want to look for this particular style. And if I can't find it, I'm going to try to find something comparable and price it accordingly, right? But Tommy Bahamas will do fine. I am not worried about Tommy Bahama at all. So that's that. All right, so the next item, I'm not going to take out the box. Just give me one moment. I'm not going to take it out of the box, but I'm going to show you it. And I literally, this one I got from Goodwill. I really wasn't going to get it, but I'm so glad I did because when I looked on the back of it, I could see that it was a Jimmy, Gemmy. You guys know the Jimmy Industries brand, and they sell a lot of blow molds and a lot of good vintage items. So if you see that Jimmy Industries brand, be sure to look it up because you actually may have something. I've sold a ton of Jimmy products, and they've done well for me. So I don't think this one is going to be any different. So let me just show you. It is, sorry about the light, but it is a, they're calling it a glow ups. They're called Haunted Glowing Footsteps, right? It's lighted decor. And how much did I pay for this? $4.99. And this set recently sold on eBay for $49. 2004. Just show you it on the back. If you guys can see that. Hopefully I got it in the camera because I can't see my head. There we go. 2004 Gemmy Industries glow ups. And I think this is going to absolutely do amazing for the Halloween season. This is $49 easy. I think I saw like $38, $35, $49. Yeah. So now listen, I have not plugged these. I have not plugged in yet. So if they work, I'm definitely going to price them on the high end. I think when I initially looked in the box, it almost looked like, it definitely looked like everything was in there, but they looked like they were barely used. Like you can tell when somebody's had stuff for a long time. Like these things look like they're in excellent condition, like they were barely used. So as soon as I finish this video, I'm going to plug them in and see if they're working, which I'm pretty sure, oops, there goes Olaf, which I'm pretty sure they will. So that's that. The other thing I got in the outdoor light family is a set of 7 colorful patio lights. This was $4.99. And they're pretty cool. They are definitely vintage. The problem, not that there's a problem. There is a set of 7 for sure, as you can see. It came with the bulbs. It came with the strings. And then you get all of these colorful inserts, and then you put this plastic thing over top of the insert, put the bulb in it, and then you just string them up, right? So what I discovered when I opened up the box is that everything was in there except for one of these babies. So all of the pieces, the light bulbs, the cord, all of these colorful covers are in there, but one of these babies are missing. So, and I think when I looked these up, I think they do really well. I think, again, I paid $4.99. I think I saw these, a complete set, listed for about $30, I think. So I'm going to have to go back and look. But anyway, even with this one thing missing, it may still sell very well. So I didn't think I did too bad with that for, you know, outdoor decor, right? For your outdoor patio. Definitely very retro and vintage. The next thing is another Halloween lighted set. And this one was originally from Kmart for $4.99, as you can see. And it's called Totally Ghoul 50 Curtain Pumpkin Lights. So I haven't tried this out. Oh yeah, it does work because I did try it out in the store. What I don't know is if there are 50 that are strung. Sometimes those things pop off or whatever. This box is open. When I looked this one up, I think I paid $3.99. I think these were for about $15 to $18, I think. So they'll be easy to ship. I can just put them in this box and ship them. So again, I'll try that one out as well and see if it works. I bought myself some candles. All right, so the next item I'm going to show you is just, I only paid $1 for this. It is a History Channel magazine about the Beatles. And it's from the History Store. Can you guys see that? And it's in fairly decent shape, right? And I didn't look this up at all. There's no date on this at all that I could tell. I even looked in the back and there's no date, but it's all about the Beatles. All about the Beatles, right? So it's just probably like a little souvenir magazine, but we'll see. There they go. But here's the cover. So I figured for $1, you know, why not? There's definitely some Beatle fans out there. I know that there's still some Beatle fans out there. All right, the next item I'm going to show you is a Springfield. It's a vintage retro Springfield outdoor thermometer. And the reason why I love this baby is because it's rainbow colored. And I just thought this was pretty cool. And it's interesting because when I did a little bit of research on this, it looks, I paid $5.99 by the way. It looks like these things sell well, like over 20 bucks. So we shall see. Now I'm going to have to set it outside, I guess, to see if the thing does work, huh? But we'll see. We've had some seasonably warm weather here over the last couple of days, even though it poured down rain in the day. That one should do fairly well. The next item, I'm kind of bummed out because I got this one from Goodwill, and it was $10.99, and it is a Sex and the City complete series, right? It's all the DVDs of Sex and the City by HBO video, and it comes in this beautiful kind of pink. This is velour booklet. And all of the DVDs are in here. I definitely checked. All the seasons, that is, from season 1 through season 7, I believe. Season 6, sorry. And, yeah, they're all in here. And a bonus video. Oh, I know what it was. When I initially looked this up, they were listed for, like, in that $80, $90 range. They were listed. This was my mistake. So when I went to look at the solds on eBay in particular, they were only selling for about $12, $14. I think I saw a couple that sold for about $25, $30 or whatever. So again, I paid $10.99 for this. Probably won't make my money. We'll see. I'm definitely going to go list it for sure. But did I get any discounts? I don't remember if I did or not. But anyway, so I know that there's some Sex and the City fans out there. It wasn't my cup of tea, my type of show. I think I only watched a couple of episodes, but nonetheless, I know that there are some Sex and the City super fans out there and who would love to have season 1 through 6. So I'm still going to list it. Probably will list it on the high end because all of the DVDs are in there. So I'll list it on the high end and see what I get, you know. We'll definitely see what I get for that. All right, the next item, sorry for my head. I picked these up, because, first of all, they're heavy. They were only, I'm getting a cramp in my toe. They were $1.99. Let me take this tape off. 1 second. I am seriously getting a cramp in my toe. Stand by, guys. These things are heavy. They're like made out of some type of, hold on a second, guys. Hold on 1 second. It's getting a cramp. I need to move my toe. All right, so they are vintage. I think they're made out of cast iron. I'm pretty sure. But they look like they very well might be an Amish couple. And these things are heavy. They got to weigh at least 4 pounds a piece. Maybe, yeah, they're heavy. Here's the bottom. And here's the male. To me, they look Amish, right? But they're bookends. Right? In overall good vintage condition. Here's the woman. I don't know, don't know. At first I was trying to figure out what was in her lap. But yeah, just a set of bookends, and don't know, there's no name on them, or I don't know, but anyway, they are really, really heavy, and I thought they were kind of sweet. All right, so the next item I want to show you, but it's kind of sort of big, and I don't want to move this stuff just yet. So guys, I think what I might do is take a picture of this particular item because it's too big. It's actually a hamper, and it's a very vintage hamper by Redmond, R-E-D-M-O-N, Redmond, and it's called the Peppermint Kids. And so I'll put a picture in here so you guys can see it. I paid $4.99 for this thing. Now, again, I know that we're all concerned about shipping costs. I'm probably going to list this on Facebook Marketplace first and see how it does on Facebook Marketplace, and then have it, pick up for a local pickup or something. But it is so adorably cute, and And it sells for really good money. It's in excellent vintage condition, like no rips, no tears, no stains or anything. So Redmond Peppermint Kids, I'm going to call it a laundry basket. So anyway, check that out. If you ever see them in the store, don't be afraid, you know, to pick them up. And if you can sell it locally without having to ship it, you know, why not? So that's that. All right, guys. So that is that. I have one item to show you. Then I'm going to take a break and then get back. This is probably going to be a part 2. I want to keep this under, an hour. And then I will pause. So this is part 1. And then we'll do the second half of the haul in another video. So this next item I've got to show you, I mentioned the word brush Mccoy, and I'm going to try to be very, very careful because when I saw it, I actually thought something was wrong with it, right? I saw the price. I got it for $20. With my discount, I paid $20 for it, right? And when I saw it, I certainly thought something had to be wrong with it. But then I looked at it kind of on the outside. It was all taped up and everything. And I said, okay, Donna, you know, just go ahead and get it because it did say brush on the bottom, right? And so I do know that brush McCoy is the name. So let me just show you this. It is a brush McCoy Humpty Dumpty cookie jar. This lovely, lovely piece is in excellent condition. When I say excellent, that is not without, you know, its vintage issues. On the top of the inside, it is this right here. There is a chip for sure. But the lid itself does not have any chips. His hat doesn't have any chips. Let me just put this down. And then I can kind of show you where that chip is. Right there. That chip on the underside. So when you put the hat on, you won't be able to see it, right? But for the most part, this particular cookie jar is in great, great condition, right? Let me just show you the bottom where it says brush W18 USA, right? Yeah. Paid $20 for it. Recently, these are selling on eBay for about $120, and some were sold higher. Yeah. So yay with that. So glad I picked that one up. Yeah, I'm so glad I picked that one up. Anyway, I took a chance on it, and I'm so glad I did. I'm not really a Mccoy type person. I'm not really sure, and I know that, you know, cookie jars are hard to sell. They do eventually sell. They do take a while to sell. But if I'm looking at all the sold comps, this one is going to sell really, really well. And there was even one I saw where it was damaged. Like there was some damage. I don't remember where it was, but it still sold for good money. So I am confident that for my $20, if I can sell that for over $120, and I hope that I can, then it will take care of my 2 hauls that I just got today, both with Second Avenue, a thrift store, and as well as Goodwill. It will probably take care of the cost of everything that I just showed you here and the other stuff that I'm about to show you. Yeah. So that is that. I think I have some really cool stuff. I'm really excited about the Tommy Bahama. I'm excited about this mushroom canister. I'm so excited about the Villeroy and Bach. Again, if these sell well, these will be $61 for the pair. Even if I get 50 for them, that'll be fine. I love Villeroy and Bach. Get it together, Donna. And the Hens Nest. And then all of the lights that I found today. That one set of Jimmy lights, $49 for just that. You know, so I think I did really super duper well today. I'm really excited about this particular haul, and yeah, just really excited. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna put a pause here, and hope that you will stay tuned for part 2 of my haul. Thank you again, guys. I'll talk to you shortly. Smooches.